Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Alex. I have another product review for you, and this is for an STP Packer. It's made by Number One Laboratory. They're based out of Springfield, Missouri, and they sell their Packers on Etsy. And I contacted them because somebody was trying to explain it to me and forgot their name, and it took me forever to search and finally find it. And I was like, you know, it really does seem like a great idea, and I hope, you know, maybe if I could do a review for them, then more people would know about it. More people would be able to have an STP that they could use, etc. And so I contacted them and told them that I wanted to try and help them out by doing a review. And they said, you know, yeah, that'd be great, you know, if we can get the word out there and whatnot. And so they asked me what color I wanted and all that. And so it took about 2 days for it to get here, and they actually, surprise, sent me the peach color that I asked for. And they also sent me a new one that they're going to come out with, which is called Almond. So they sent me that, and then they also sent me a harness that they're trying to develop. And it's in its beginning stages, so when I review it, you got to keep that in mind. And so yeah, they sent all that, and like I said, they sell them on Etsy, and that's not the first place I would look. So definitely wanted to, you know, see if it was worth it, and then, you know, let you guys know if it is. So overall, it is, they offer 5 different colors. I know at least 4 of them, and that's peach, olive, coffee, and I think chocolate or something like that. And then there's another one, and then possibly almond, which is the 6th color they would come out with. They are $60, and you can purchase them on Etsy. I will put their link down in the description. The shipping was really fast. It only took 2 days for it to get here. It came in a plain yellow envelope. Nothing special. Nobody would be able to guess what's in it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The peach color is right here. The almond color is right here. So I'm gonna, you know, they're pretty much exactly the same. The almond is a little, has a softer feel to it. Not necessarily just like going like that, but just overall it has a softer feel. So I got this on Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday actually. And I've been wearing it for 2 days now, and so I was going to wait to do this review because I had to ask them a question, and I'll get to that in a little bit, but they didn't respond yet, and I wanted to get the review up here fast like I told them I would. So you can see that compared to a lot of the smaller Packers, this one actually has, you know, some detail to it, some texture that you can see. I'm trying to get this focused in right. Of course, it's hard to see with the light as it is, but yeah, you can definitely tell that there's different, you know, it's not all one thickness everywhere. It's not just smooth everywhere, which is nice. So there's that. I decided my first test for it would obviously be the STP portion of it, because that's going to be a big seller if it works, right? And what do you know, I got in the shower, and I tried another STP Packer that had the funnel type system, and it didn't work at all. It leaked, it got backed up, it just didn't work. So I didn't have high expectations. But I got in the shower, and after drinking a large Dr. Pepper from Sonic, I was like, alright, let's see if this, you know, can do what it's supposed to. And I just, you know, put it where it went, and went with it, and it worked. Really well, no leaking. I even tried, I was like, maybe if I pee really hard, it'll leak, and then, you know, I'll have to figure out why it's leaking, and it didn't, which was really nice for me to, you know, have an STP that worked on the first try. It's not like the medicine spoon where you've got to get the placement just right, because the opening to that is pretty big, and so is the opening right here, and that's good. You may think it looks a little odd, but it's good because it's hard to stop the flow, you know, and back it up. Even if you squeeze on it a little bit, you know, it's either gonna get more round and let just as much through, or you know, you can even squeeze like half of it closed and it still doesn't back up. I wouldn't recommend doing that in case you squeezed it closed too much, but you know. So yeah, it's definitely, they're all a little bit different because they are designed and made by hand. There is a logo on the back here that you can see, but I don't think that's really that noticeable. Yeah, you can twist it. It's really flexible. It's really waterproof, obviously, because it's silicone. So after you're done, you shake it out and pretty much everything goes out. Here I am pushing buttons. Yeah, it worked, so that was good. There are some things that if I had say over everything, there would be a lot of things that would be different. I would like to see this have some balls, because it is kind of an awkward shape, but nobody else really sees it, so you know, that may actually cause a hindrance to put something there. The other thing is that I couldn't figure out quite how to pack with this, and that was the question I emailed them, and they haven't gotten back to me yet. Of course, it's a weekend, so I can't really, you know, expect much. I wouldn't want to email people back on the weekend. But it, you know, I would do that, and I would maybe make it a little bit easier to pack with. But they have come out with a harness, and this is their prototype harness, that offers a solution to that, I think. But anyways, as an STP, very easy to use, easy to aim, everything like that. It does gather lint a little bit. I actually just washed this off, and it's been sitting on the table, and then I've been touching it, and there's lint on it. So I'm wondering what could be done about that. I don't know if a dusting of cornstarch would actually work, because it's not that squishy kind of silicone. Maybe they'll offer a solution for that, or maybe some cornstarch would work. Who knows? But it's not too bad. It's still pretty clean. Yeah, easy to use. I thought I was a little worried about this, thinking that, you know, I'd have to hold it against me or whatever, do something crazy for it to work, and I didn't. So yeah, there they are, side by side. You can see that they're pretty much the same. There are some subtle differences in the two, and that's just because of, you know, the fact that they're handmade. So overall, I don't know if I said this, the length is 6 inches, but from like here, so, you know, this much of it is about 3.5. So half of it is this funnel system, which is really nice. It's nice and thick in here, which is where it needs to be thick, so that way everything works without being too thick and too uncomfortable. Whenever I packed with it, I used their harness, and this is the one that they sent me. Looks like this, a pretty basic harness. These go back around your butt, and this is, you know, on your waist, and then they have 2 holes there that you can see, and that's to give you the option to put it higher or lower, and that would change how high this is on your hips. I went with the top one, and I actually, whenever I put it through there, and I had this in my pants, if I can get this to work right, and kind of, yeah. So I had it in my pants like this. That's kind of hard for you to see. But whenever I packed with it, I tucked it over, but then I actually just kind of threw this elastic band over it, and that helped kind of hold it there. So yeah, the only bad thing with packing with it was eventually it just wanted to, at first I just kind of did that and bent it, and it slowly kind of went like that and turned sideways. And I'm not used to having my packers point up and left or right or anything like that, so it was a little weird. And then eventually I just took it and I had it like this, and I just completely tilted it up like that. And that is how I packed with it, because this was against me, so that kind of held it there. And then if I need to go to the bathroom, I can just, you know, flip it down and go. That being said, they could improve this harness. I don't like the harness with the elastic that goes around your butt. I'd rather see fabric there and have it be like boxer briefs. You know, and they would have to get creative with how they work that with this kind of thing. Also, you can kind of see here, and I'm going to focus in a little bit. You can see where the threads are starting to come apart right here and this is wearing it like 2 days. However, like I said, it's a basic model, it's not complete yet, so once they figure out how they want to go about making it, I'm sure it'll be, you know, a much stronger material and things like that, because it's just a really basic elastic. So yeah, they give you 2 options of where you want to put it, which is something a lot of harnesses do not do. So overall, it's great. I'm going to put links to their websites down there. And yeah, I think it's definitely worth the $60. I could maybe see a second generation product, or maybe another option where they could, you know, put some balls on it and things like that. But overall, like I said, really good. It's great, especially for the STP portion. So yeah, go check them out.